66 years ago, almost to this week, the Filmfare magazine carried a picture of the 5 winners of a talent hunt that it had conducted. The fresh-faced, clean-shaven man sitting on a chair was the 25-year-old Jat Sikh, come all the way from Ludhiana to become a star of the celluloid screen. Dharmendra Keval Krishan Deol, secure in his rural-bred, earthy innocence, had no doubts that he would become one. His first film, Dil Bhi Tera Hum Bhi Tere, was a flop. The young Dharmendra had all the looks of a star in the making, but his credentials belied his potential. He was too muscular and brawny to fit into the then soft and poetic cast of the accepted Hindi film hero persona. He was already married. He had a 2-year-old son. He never went to college, and his spoken English was suspect. Yet Dharmendra never felt he was at a disadvantage. His rural earthiness and brawny good looks eventually transformed him into becoming the He-Man of Hindi film industry, the Garam Dharam action star, the 007 Bond equivalent, and arguably the first consciously sexualized male body of Indian cinema.
I never knew till 8th class what films are, क्या होती हैं ये फिल्मी दुनिया क्या होती है। तो 9th पास किया था, 10th में जाती मैंने एक फिल्म शहीद देखी, दिलीप कुमार की, दिलीप साहब की। वो देखते मुझे लगा यार ये कौन सी जन्नत है, ये खूबसूरत हसीन और जमील, ये शहजादे, ये अप्सराएं, ये कहाँ रहती हैं, ये कौन है यार। मैं खो गया था उसमें पल भर के लिए, और जितनी चाहत उनके लिए मुझे महसूस हुई, तो उस चाहत को पाने के लिए मेरे जी में आया कि मैं तो आई शुड बी एन एक्टर।
He may well have been known as Garam Dharam, hot or angry Dharmendra, take your pick. But at the core, he was always Dharmendra Singh Deol from the Punjab. He had the looks of a gentleman, the physique of a he-man, and a twinkle of humor in his eyes that endeared him to successive generations of cinema goers.
जाऊंगा, मर जाऊंगा, हट वही कर रहा हूँ भैया जो मजनू ने लैला के लिए किया था, रांझा ने हीर के लिए किया था, रोमियो ने जूलियट के लिए किया था। कोई हसीना जब रूठ जाती है तो और
Dharmendra over the years got nominated 4 times for the Filmfare Best Actor Award, but never won one. Finally, when in 1997 he was given the Lifetime Achievement Award, he couldn't stop himself from becoming emotional on stage, and that was not acting.
मेरे दिल की धड़कन भी तेरे गीत गाती है, पल पल दिल के पास
When Dharmendra began his career in the early 1960s, the iconic triumvirate of Raj Kapoor, Dilip Kumar, and Dev Anand dominated and epitomized the socio-political canvas expressed as cinema of the masses. Dharmendra made his mark in roles that were in sharp contrast to the sunny post-independence optimism that is evident in a Raj Kapoor or Dev Anand landmark work from the 1950s.
मतलब है तेरा बनके जोगन, साथ फिरूं मैं तेरे बन।
Working primarily in reformist socials, Dharmendra's roles in early years were that of an idealistic crusader. In the first phase, he featured in a series of women-centered melodramas with already established names like Mala Sinha, Wahida Rahman, Nutan, and Meena Kumari playing the principal female protagonists. Films like Bandini, Phool Aur Patthar, and Anupama established Dharmendra's credentials. In the second phase, the films he did were centered around the role of a stoic with an unforgiving obsession with truth. Films in these reformist socials like Izzat, Satyakam, Jwar Bhata, and Dost sees the hero losing life or sanity in the defense of his principles. And Dharmendra looked very convincing portraying these idealistic characters.
होती है तारीफ अहमियत की, इंसानियत की मगर कदर होती है, तरजीह न दे ओहदे को इंसानियत पे, बंदे पे खुदा की तब नज़र होती है. If you are a good human being, I think many things goes very beautifully. मैं सोचते नहीं ये हिंदू है, मुसलमान है, सिख ईसाई, मैं इंसान हूँ, आपसे इंसान के नाते बात करता हूँ, और इंसानियत से प्यारी चीज़ दुनिया में कोई नहीं. जिस दिन इंसान ने इंसान को प्यार करना शुरू कर देना, उसको इंसान में खुदा नज़र आ जाएगा.
या दिल की सुनो दुनिया वालों, या मुझको अभी चुप रहने दो, मैं गम को खुशी कैसे कह दूं, जो कहते हैं उनको कहने दो.
During the first 20 years of his career, Dharmendra's screen presence retained a malleable quality that saw him switching personas from film to film, developing and fitting in as an actor in the evolving socio-political climate and filmic trends. In the process, he ended up playing a greater spectrum of heroic types and with greater frequency than any of his peers.
I was dying to be an actor. तो फिल्में मिल रही हैं, 3 फिल्में जुबली हो रही हैं, साथ साथ गोल्डन जुबली हो रही हैं. मेरा गांव मेरा देश टोटली डिफरेंट थी, नया ज़माना टोटली डिफरेंट, दोनों ही गोल्डन जुबली और जुबली हुई. तो वो दौर ही बड़ा प्यारा दौर था और मैंने तो जी भर के काम किया है.
इस छमिया से तेरा टांका भिड़ाई क्या रे?
हरामजादे, तुझसे बड़ा कमीना मैंने जिंदगी में नहीं देखा. बसंती, इन कुत्तों के सामने मत नाचना. अगर कोई रुकेगा तो मैं रुकूंगा. तो बसंती को लेकर जल्दी निकल जाओ.
Dharmendra's so-called healthy Punjabi physique, his readiness to do physical stunts, coupled with his dashing good looks, got him macho action roles during the late 1960s and 1970s.
नहीं ठाकुर, निहत्ते पे गोली नहीं चलाते.
Dharmendra got solo action hero stardom with the blockbuster Phool Aur Patthar that released in 1966. By the early 70s, successive films like Mera Gaon Mera Desh, Sita Aur Geeta, Raja Jani, Jugnu and Yadon Ki Baarat cemented his image as the action hero of Hindi cinema.
गब्बर सिंह को पकड़ना है, वो भी जिंदा। ठाकुर साहब, गब्बर सिंह कोई बकरी का बच्चा है जो दौड़े और पकड़ लिया।
He was the only bettable actor of the times who could combine romance and action. The man who could convincingly play the lead, single-handedly fighting off screen villains while romancing the damsel in distress.
नहीं, अगर कोई रुकेगा तो मैं रुकूंगा। तो मैं संतू को लेके जल्दी निकल जाओ।
Dharmendra the He-Man mixed comedy with his brawn so very successfully, pulling off roles like that of a Viru in Sholay.
मैं भी तेरे खून की कसम खाकर कहता हूँ, एक एक को चुन चुन के मारूंगा, चुन चुन के मारूंगा। गब्बर सिंह,
मोहब्बत आपकी न देती रोशनी गर मेरे नाम को, कैसे बनता धर्म मैं आपका, पहुँचता कैसे इस मकाम को।
कहीं तो मिलेगी, कभी तो मिलेगी, आज नहीं तो कल।
Hema Malini was the biggest female star of Hindi cinema in the decade of the 1970s. Dharmendra and Hema formed the most popular on-screen pair of the times.
होली के दिन दिल खिल जाते हैं, रंगों में रंग मिल जाते हैं।
The pair worked together in around 30 films opposite each other as romantic leads. 20 of them were hits, and it seemed natural to both that they should stop the acting and become a real-life pair. Dharmendra and Hema Malini married in 1980 and went on to have 2 children together, both girls, Esha and Ahana. This was the second time that Dharmendra married. He was married to Prakash Kaur when both were not yet 20, and that marriage was still in force when he married Hema Malini. Out of the 4 children that Dharmendra had with Prakash, his 2 sons, Sunny and Bobby Deol, followed him into films, as did his 2 daughters from the marriage with Hema. In a sense, the Deols in Bollywood are now an established film family, and it was all because of the success that Dharmendra had seen as a lead actor on the silver screen.
अपने तो अपने होते हैं, अपने तो अपने होते हैं, अपने तो अपने होते हैं।
कौन है वो लोग? बताइए कौन है वो लोग?
महबूबा महबूबा, तुझे जाना है तो जा, तेरी मर्जी मेरा।
Dharmendra had been one of the prolific lead players of Hindi cinema, with more than half a dozen annual releases during his peak years. But even in that period, this mega film star did not seriously explore and nurture a fixed screen persona. He did not plan his career or cultivate a particular screen image through made-to-order projects, like some of his contemporaries.
देखा है तेरी आंखों में प्यार ही प्यार बेशुमार, पाया है तेरी बातों में प्यार ही प्यार बेशुमार, देखा है तेरी आंखों में।
मैंने भी बहुत सी फिल्में बगैर पैसे की हैं और बहुत कम पैसों में की हैं। कई फिल्मों के पैसे बाद में भी लिए हैं और जो मिला वही लिया। नोइंग इट आई कुड, मैं कहता नहीं मैं नहीं करूँगा, बट आई डिड माई सेल्फ, इट वाज सम, आई हैव सच ए हार्ट। और
उसका फायदा भी उठाते हैं बहुत से लोग।
हाँ, फ़ायदा उठाते हैं नेचुरली। ये होते जानते हुए भी कि फ़ायदा उठा रहे हैं, तो आई लेट इट हैपन।
Dharmendra holds the distinction of having delivered huge blockbuster box office hits across 4 decades. But 1987 was the landmark year when a record 7 of his films released, and they were all termed a commercial success. It was testament to the mass appeal that Dharmendra commanded. Much later, Dharmendra channelized that appeal and his Bollywood sobriquets to venture into the opening of restaurants across multiple cities, from Mumbai to Punjab. Through the 1970s and the 1980s, Dharmendra worked with some of the biggest directors in the Hindi film industry, carving out his unique niche. In the early 1970s, he also became the first Indian actor to be voted among the most handsome men in the world. By the early 1980s, it was time for another Deol to light up the silver screen. To do that, Father Dharmendra set up a production company, Vijayta Films, to launch Sunny in Betab. It was a huge hit in 1983. In 1990, Dharmendra produced Ghayal, again with his elder son Sunny Deol in the lead. The film was the second biggest hit of the year and won 7 Filmfare Awards, including Best Film. Ghayal also won the National Film Award for Best Popular Film providing wholesome entertainment. Producer Dharmendra went on to launch the successful careers of his younger son Bobby Deol with Barsat in 1995 and a decade later of his nephew Abhay Deol in Socha Na Tha. Politics and superstardom are not mutually exclusive. Proof enough that superstars of Indian cinema not only dabble in politics, but sometimes find great success. But this was not to be the case with Dharmendra. While he found electoral success, but the sense of achievement and the drive required to stick it out was not there with him.
I don't go into details of newspapers.
In 2004, BJP needed someone to take on Congress heavyweight Rameshwar Lal Dudi in Bikaner for the general elections. It was Pramod Mahajan who convinced his party leadership to field Dharmendra against Dudi. LK Advani and Shatrughan Sinha managed to convince the superstar to fight on a BJP ticket. For the BJP, it was a successful gamble as Dharmendra defeated his Congress opponent by around 60,000 votes and became a member of the 14th Lok Sabha.
मेरे साथ इतनी बड़ी शक्ति है तो मैं दिल्ली में जाके कह सकूंगा लोथा वाले ने मुझे इतना भरोसा इतना प्यार दे दिया है अटल जी इस प्यार को लेके मैं उनकी हर मांग को पूरा करवाने आया हूँ इस प्यार की मांग को कौन ठुकराएगा
In the 5 years that he was there as Member of Parliament, Dharmendra Singh Deol's house attendance was nothing to brag about, and neither did he participate in any major debate of consequence. Later, Dharmendra admitted that he never felt at ease in politics. And so after his term got over, he quit politics for good.
चल धन्नो, आज तेरी बसंती की इज्जत का सवाल है
His wife Hema Malini, who had also joined the BJP in 2004, however, has been a multiple-term MP, and son Sunny too had been a single-term MP of the BJP. Dharmendra till the end remained a mass actor whose aura was not founded on rarity of screen appearances or exclusivity of films. It was founded on the audience's love for a very handsome, muscle-bound, simple man who remained in sync with the rural heart of India.